Sorry, y'all. I wanted to be on about the usual time for this morning, which would be about 20 after 5. And like I said, we kind of in a daze here. And I just, I was actually going to try to go to work today and just have another day at work, and a lot of people out there just don't understand. They don't realize how tough it is. If I actually called in and told them, because I skipped work a long time ago once when one of my cats passed. They thought it was funny, but it wasn't this place I'm working at now. It was many, many years ago. And it's going to be, a tough adjustment. It's the same as if you've lost a sibling or, someone who's spent so many years of their life with you, whether they be animal, human, or whatever. I remember yesterday, I was stuck at work. The original plan was Gina was going to take her in and we were going to go pick her up afterward in the afternoon after I got home. And then it wasn't too long into the afternoon. I was out on a walk off and I got a phone call. And Lady G rarely calls me at work. So if she actually calls me on the phone, I know something has gone wrong. And I'm worried to death because she's in tears and she's on the road when she called me. Don't worry, she used her car, to do the call. We don't, we have the hands free in both our cars. What happened is we noticed that Sophie over the last week or two was having trouble chewing hard food. She was mainly sticking to the soft food. And we thought it was something to do with the trouble she was having with her eye. And the vet recommended, that we remove the eye because she was blind in it. Lady G even noticed she wasn't even really blinking it anymore. Also, the lens was way out of place inside her eye. The vet detected this. So, in order to, prevent her from having further pain along the line, we decided to have the eye removed. I've had cats who are blind and cats who've lived with one eye. My one cat, Rita, many years ago, she was born with only one functioning eye and she lived a long, happy life. She lived well into her teens. And what happened was the doctor, in order to administer it, was going to intubate her to put in for the anesthesia. And that's when she noticed she could barely open Sophie's jaw beyond a certain point. And so she said, look, just to be safe, she went ahead and took some x-rays of Sophie's skull. And it turns out she had, the way Lady G described it, she had bone cancer in the very skull. And that's what was probably causing the problem that went wrong with her eye, and that was causing her pain when she was eating. The cancer was spreading. The vet even said it had nothing to do with the polyp that she had in her right ear. That was the same. We'd managed to keep that down. And sadly, yeah, this is another cat I've lost to cancer. And it's sad too, because I quit smoking years ago. And she said the pain would only get worse. And Sophie, even though she was eating soft food, she was drinking and all that, but we were giving her pain meds along with her thyroid medication. And that seemed to work for a while, but it was pretty obvious that after a certain point, probably the pain meds wouldn't be doing any good. The cancer would continue to spread. There was no way to get rid of it. And that's when we both agreed over the phone, because I was still stuck at work, that should be best just to let her go. I don't know. I think people underestimate the power and the intelligence of animals, because I think they, unlike us, know when their time is done. And I kind of sensed it the one evening, just a few nights before, when we had just finished giving Sophie her meds, and then she just laid right here on my arm and calmly and quietly fell asleep and just sat there. And I didn't even have the heart to move her. And part of me just knew, and I think she knew. It's kind of like what happened with Lily, when her thyroid took off on us, and her thyroid condition was much worse, came on much quicker. And she detested car rides, and I had to drive them down here in a car carrier. And every now and then I have the car carrier in here to clean it, the cat carrier. And Sophie hated that thing. She wouldn't go near it. But then the night came, I was going to have to take her in to the vet. And she walked right up into that carrier and sat down inside it. So I think she knew then that she was ready to go. It's never easy. I've lost so many fur babies in my life growing up, and it never gets easier. When I was growing up back home, we had, at one summer, we had 32 cats living outside. And then over time, that number dwindled and diminished, between the toms go off, do their thing, and also I've had, various house pets, over the years who passed. And the only thing you can do is, remember them fondly. And, you got to keep moving forward. It's like I tell everyone, when someone in my life dies, I don't like to think of them as being gone. I keep them alive up here or in here. Because that's the best thing you can do. That's the best way you can keep them alive is remember the lessons they taught you, the love they gave you, and sorry, it's just been a tough morning. I just couldn't go in today. I'm probably going to get an AWOL, but I just couldn't see how she's all right, Mark. Yeah, she's as okay as can be expected. Sophie was our cuddle baby, and she was very, very close to Sophie, as I was. And it's going to be a long, long time before the tears stop. And even then, we'll probably still shed them on occasion. Sorry, it's just hard to vocalize it, but I know you folks who've been out there, all of us at one point in our lives have lost someone very close to us, someone we loved or then loved us. And nah, I can't take a few days off, Mark. I wish I could, but they don't. They do give a bereavement period, leave for relatives and whatnot, but no, they're. I think they'd understand, and like I said, I don't give a damn. So I just, don't know what to tell you. It's going to be tough. And, it's very hard to vocalize it. Well, the one thing we can do now is, keep loving Owie here, Oreo. He's putting on a brave face, but I know he's going to have a time of it too. Because when Owie came to us, he had Lily and Sophie. They eventually accepted him, well, as an underling. And then we lost Lil, and I'm just glad that he and Sophie had a few good years together. They came to respect each other, eventually. They still had their routes every now and then, but they were mainly playing. Which I thought was funny because, he's twice her size. He was twice her size and half her age. Owie is 7. He'll be 8 in October. Thank you.
And the big whales had me up since 3 o'clock this morning.
Mark just said they had to accept Oreo when Lady G was forcing them to dance together. So that's all you can do is think of the happy times. And they'll get you through the sad times. Uh-oh. Speak of the devil, there he is.
Daddy's on camera.
Uh-oh. What you doing? Oh, I don't want to hear. He's complaining. Normally, he loves getting on camera. There he is. That's Owie.
He's a big boy.
He's gonna Bowie. Yeah, he's a talker. But that's what gets you through the hard times.
Paybacks for getting me up at 3 o'clock this morning.
He's been doing better than I thought. He looked for a while, but you never know because I've had cats that and that have took them a while to figure out that that other animal they were sharing the house with is not coming home. And yeah, that's our tuxedo fur baby.
If you have a big cat, you buy them big springs. He's been throwing these things all over the house since I bought them.
Yeah.
Where'd you go, Cal?
So I want to thank each and every one of you out there, who, for your thoughts, your prayers, your good wishes, and because they truly are appreciated. Hang on a second. What the heck is that? I was sharing camera with my allergy relief pills. I forgot I put them up there. Yeah, I saw the Neil Patrick Harris teaser. And I am really looking forward to the 60th as well as the new series coming after. But I just want to let you all know we're hanging in there. We're doing okay. And I always tell everyone else when someone leaves your life, it's going to happen. And fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on the circumstances, we are all mortal. From what I'm hearing, it's going to be music in the episode. It's not going to be a musical. Great. Where was I? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Just trying to keep it together today, Same thing. Well, it's what I tell people when this happens. Like I said, the best thing you can do is keep them alive in your thoughts. Keep them alive in your hearts, and they never truly go away. And while we will miss having Sophie here with us physically, the memories and the emotions and the happiness we share together will outlive the sadness of losing her. So I want to thank you all again, like I said, for all the well wishes, the good thoughts and the prayers, and because they really, really do help. So take care, everyone. I'll probably see you out in the parking lot tomorrow. Until then, please be kind, be calm, be safe. But above everything else, please be kind. Take care, everybody.